My name is Nico Santos. I play Mateo in Superstore. Well, the show really is centers on a young Filipino man named Mateo. No, the show is basically about these amazing group of people who are all lovely and weird and a little bit crazy, working the day-to-day mundane details of their lives in this superstore, Cloud Nine, and the craziness that ensues. My character is Mateo, and he is a very ambitious, to say the least, employee at this store, and he'll stop at nothing to get what he wants. His character starts the same, Mateo starts the same day as Ben Feldman's character does, and he's definitely threatened by this guy. So every chance he gets, he just is throwing him. Actually, he just throws everybody under the bus. I mean, his heart's in the right place. He's definitely a good worker, and he knows, he knows his job, and he's a very, very hard worker, but not the most ethical person, I would say. But, he does what he got to, and nobody's gonna stand in his way. I was really, really excited to be cast in this role. My background is mostly in stand-up, so I hadn't really been acting for a really long time. But I don't know. When I read the pilot, there was really something about Mateo that I sort of just really related to. I was born and raised in the Philippines, and it seems like from the pilot's perspective, it was really sort of like him having the same sort of story and trajectory. So I was like, I could totally play this part. And he was originally written to be played by a Latino sort of tough guy, which clearly I am. Um, I just thought that the lines were so funny, and the script itself was so amazingly funny, and I really just wanted to be a part of it in any way that I could. Just the show itself, I think people really relate to it because, everybody's been in one of these stores. It's something we go to every day of our lives. And certainly, I think people will see themselves, if not in any of the characters, some of the customers that come through the store. Like, it's a very relatable show. Like, you will definitely see a part of yourself in every single character and every person that walks through the doors of the store. My character, I mean, like, I guess people will just kind of relate to how hungry he is for the American dream and how he'll stop at nothing to get his way. There's definitely a lot of similarities between me and Mateo. Maybe I'm not as cutthroat as Mateo. The rest of the cast has been amazing. It's really like from the first week that we all sort of met and started working together, it really felt like it was like instant family. It was really kind of cheesy. We were all texting each other like a group text like within the first couple of days. The cast is such a strong. You have America, who is amazing, and I've always admired her since, like Real Women Have Curves, Ugly Betty. Ben Feldman, who's an amazing actor, but also these amazing comedians like Mark McKinney from Kids in a Hall, who's one of my childhood heroes. You have Lauren Ash, who's such an amazing improviser, Colton Dunn, who is a writer for Key and Peele, and and Nichole from Shameless. To be sort of lumped together with these people and have the opportunity to work with them and play with them in this sort of environment has been such a dream. Like, it really makes you sort of step up your game. You're like, I gotta be funny. Superstore is about the crazy relationships. I would say it's about family and the crazy relationships you have with people, and family in the sense of like your work family and your real family, and how crazy people in your family, even though you hate them, you love them as well, and sort of the beauty of the everyday moments that you have in your work and your home. My first job, I worked at a Burgerville in Gresham, Oregon. And I worked there for 2 weeks. And then afterwards, I'm like, I don't want to flip burgers. So bye. So I quit that. In preparation, like for the show and the role, Nichole had this great idea of like, we should probably apply at one of these big box stores. The one with the bullseye. Sounds like Margate. Um, and so I was like, what a great idea. I live like 5 blocks away from one. So like I went and I was like, okay, let me do this. I'm gonna apply, I'm so gonna get this. I've had retail experience before. So I sit down on the computer, filled out the application in like an hour. It took me an hour. And then I get like an email a week later saying that, we're so sorry, but we cannot offer you a position at this time. I was like, are you kidding me? Seriously? I cannot get hired at a big box store. I don't know if I was overqualified or underqualified, but they apparently did not want me. This actually happened. We did the night shoot for the pilot. We shot from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. And by 4 a.m. we were all just loopy. So I just started grabbing moo-moos from the clothing section and had a little impromptu runway show. I did my best RuPaul. It was amazing. The show's just funny. It's just got such a wide array of different characters and different types. We get along so well, and I think that really shines through the script and through the show. I mean, people will see. Each person, they'll definitely, have something to relate with. Well, I mean, funny is funny, okay, in any language. And definitely this cast, I've never worked with such a group of people. Like, the first day we met, we just got along so well. And it's just, I don't know, I mean, like, it takes all of my willpower to just not crack up when they're filming, because everybody in the show is hilarious. We're having so much fun, and I think audiences are really going to see that and are going to want to tune in every week for it. So Jonah is the other new guy starting in the store. We're both starting in the same day as the new employees, and he's led a very sheltered, privileged life, and I definitely Mateo sees him as a threat, and so every chance Mateo gets, he's just being really mean